There is no doubt that Nintendo has outdone itself with the 3DS, bringing us an entirely new gaming experience, being the first console to be 3D without glasses. The 3D element is clearly its greatest feature, but it also poses its greatest weakness. Gadget Generation are going to bring you a full review on the Nintendo 3DS.
Hi, I'm Ben, a member of Gadget Generation. I'll be taking a look and giving feedback at the official Nintendo 3DS promotional video. As part of our review, I'll be looking into the main features of the 3DS and seeing how they give you the gaming experience that the 3DS has to offer in this new dimension. The 3DS has a gloss metallic finish on the outside and looks very appealing. It has 3 different shades of blue which all contrast, which all adds to the colour. On the top screen on the inside it is black. Overall it is very nice to look at. As you can see here, the people are thoroughly enjoying the new gaming experience that the 3DS has to offer, due to its groundbreaking 3D technology, which has to be seen to be believed. One great feature is how easily portable the 3DS is. It can be taken anywhere. It comes in 2 colours, Aqua Blue and Cosmos Black. Aqua Blue is currently the most popular to the public. The wide upper screen is for the 3D, which is caused by the parallax barrier, which sends slightly different images to each eye, causing the outstanding 3D effect. The 3D depth slider can be moved up or down to change the levels of 3D to your own suiting. The touchscreen offers a higher resolution than previous models, 320 by 240 pixels rather than 252 by 196 pixels. The circle pad is the big addition to the controls. The first analog controller on a handheld Nintendo. It's very comfortable. The inner camera is ideal for taking pictures of yourself and putting your own face in the games. The 2 external cameras place slightly apart from one another to allow you to take fantastic 3-dimensional photos. The home button opens up the home screen, which allows multitasking while you're playing a game. Now the 3DS looks like a great console and sounds like it has absolutely everything and is the ultimate gaming experience, but will it live up to its expectations? The Gadget Generation are here to find out.
Hey guys, in this review we're going to cover the main features of the Nintendo 3DS. Also we're going to have a quick look at a spec and hardware comparison next to the DSi. We're then going to have a look at the built-in software already included in the Nintendo 3DS. Then we're going to take a quick look into the good, the bad and the ugly about the 3D effect and how it affects the Nintendo 3DS. Then finally we're going to give you our overall opinion on the Nintendo 3DS and a rating out of 10. Guys, here is a comparison between the Nintendo 3DS and the DSi. The 3DS looks and feels almost the exact same as the DSi, except for that it is thicker and it has a beautiful metallic finish, which also means that the 3DS is a fingerprint magnet. Like other Nintendo handheld devices, the 3DS is made almost entirely out of plastic, which makes it very durable. As you open the console, you see that it has a nice contrasting black upper screen that looks great. Just to add, the 3D can also play DS and DSi games, so you don't have to update your games library. On the back there are 2 external cameras on the 3DS placed in the centre. These cameras allow you to take 3D photos, whereas the DSi can take photos but only in 2D. The lower screen on the 3DS is actually smaller than the lower screen on the DSi. The top screen is 3D without glasses, which brings a new age to gaming to the world. The screen is wider than on the 3DS but isn't actually bigger. The glasses-free 3D looks outstanding and provides a great experience for all gamers, as long as you stay within the optimum viewing distance. The 3D intensity can be altered or turned off entirely with the 3D depth slider. Nintendo have added a home button which allows multitasking whilst playing a game. The most notable difference to the controls in these 2 devices is a circular analog thumb pad that Nintendo have added. The thumb pad has a nice feel to it and is very accurate and responsive. This can also be used alongside the D-pad. We're now going to have a look at the built-in software in the 3DS called Augumented Reality. Hey guys, this is just a quick demonstration of the built-in software called Augumented Reality in the 3DS. For this video I've got the 3D effect turned off so you can see what I'm doing, but it works great in 3D mode. Augumented Reality has its own section in the 3DS home screen called AR Games. Basically, Augmented Reality brings to life cards that are included in the 3DS. Here is a question mark card. This is the main card used in AR games. As you open AR games, it will ask you to lay down the question mark card on a flat surface and focus the cameras of the 3DS at this card. You should have no difficulty picking up the card, and it suggests that you should stay around 35 cm away from the card for the best experience. As you can see here, the 3DS has recognised the card, and the light has highlighted the outline of the card and a yellow box comes out of it. To open up the AR games menu, you have to shoot the front of the yellow box by pressing A and aiming with the crosshair. As you hit the box, the AR menu appears, consisting of 6 more yellow boxes. These boxes are named Shooting, Star Picks, Me Picks, AR Shot, and there are 2 question mark boxes that need to be unlocked. I'm going to do a quick demo of the shooting game. As you can see here, a new world has been created out of my table. This is a great effect. For this game you need to hit the targets one by one. This game takes full advantage of the 3DS's built-in gyroscope. This is a great game and I'm sure it will amuse many people. This effect truly is breathtaking. I'm not going to bore you any longer with the shooting game. I'm now going to move on to one of the most anticipated aspects of the AR games, which is Star Picks. This is where your character cards come to life in front of your very own eyes. This feature is really cool and enjoyable. Here are the characters used: Samus, Pipkin, Kirby, Link, and of course Mario. When laying these cards out, it is important that they don't overlap them. To open up this feature, you simply just hit the front of the box that's named Star Picks. Here it has created a box out of my table, and out of it will come the character of the question mark card. I'm now just going to lay down the other 5 cards that are included in the 3DS. This effect is really cool, especially for kids. This is such a great effect, it's truly breathtaking. Here are the character cards again. Like I said earlier, it is very important that these cards don't overlap or it will not recognise them. There's Link, and here is Mario. Nicely spread out. I'm just going to move the camera for a better angle. And as you bring your 3DS, it almost instantly recognises the card. You can change the character, make them move, adjust their position. You can even take pictures of them. You can make them bigger or smaller. This is such a great effect. So guys, that was just a quick look in Augmented Reality on the Nintendo 3DS. So guys, this now leads us on to our last part of the review for our overall verdict on the Nintendo 3DS. This section is all about the Glasses 3 3D and how it affects the console. Now, the Glasses 3 3D looked outstanding with really nice depth and no distortion. It really does have to be seen to be believed. But if you move your head a few inches either way, the 3D effect goes blurry. And playing with the 3DS for hours with the 3D effect on can lead to headaches with some people. So it's a good job that Nintendo have included a 3D depth slider so that you can alter it or adjust the 3D to your own suiting. So guys, this leads us nicely on to our next section on the 3DS, which is battery life. With the 3D function turned on, the 3DS has only 2.5 hours battery life, which is really inconvenient for long journeys. But with most features turned off, the 3DS can have up to 5 hours battery life on a full charge. Now, on to games. The 2 games I would really recommend purchasing with the 3DS would be Street Fighter 4 3D Edition and Pilot Wings for the old school Nintendo fans. But don't worry if you're not buying any games with it. Nintendo have packed in plenty of great content such as Face Raiders. Yeah. in AR games, which you saw earlier. So guys, yet again, Nintendo will give you lots to keep yourself occupied with as soon as you get it out of the box. Now, I'm going to head over to our final overall verdict on the Nintendo 3DS. So guys, that was the Gadget Generations review on the Nintendo 3DS, and this is our overall roundup. So, we think that the good points of the 3DS are: the glasses-free 3D brings a whole new dimension to gaming, and with launch titles like Pilot Wings and Street Fighter 4 3D, with more great titles like Legend of Zelda and Metal Gear Solid to come, it's going to be a great console. The built-in software like Augumented Reality and Spot Pass, which we've not had time to cover in this review, this is just an outstanding console. The only bad points we can think is that the glasses-free 3D can sometimes become strenuous on your eyes and can cause headaches in some people. And also, the battery life is very poor on the 3DS, but stay tuned for more information on the battery life. So guys, overall, Gadget Generation are going to give the Nintendo 3DS an 8.5 out of 10 rating. We think this console is very good and definitely worth buying, one of Nintendo's best. So, thanks for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this review. Please remember to like the video, comment and subscribe if you enjoy it. Stay tuned for more content. See you later.